Hello, cousin Johnny here, buzzing with cousin. How's everybody doing on this Memorial Day weekend? Hope everybody's safe. You enjoyed your time with family and friends and barbecue, and hopefully you didn't drive. And I just want to honor our men and women that gave their ultimate sacrifice for this country. You guys are true heroes, and we thank you so much. So, okay, so today I got a call from an old friend of mine, living in Nashville, Tennessee, and he called, and we're touching base about what he's been doing through this pandemic. And then I said, well, let's. You got a lot of friends in Monterey. Let's let them know. So I've got him here today, and we're going to talk. So please welcome from Nashville, Tennessee, musician, songwriter, Pacific Grove resident, Sean Ryan.
Hey, hello, how's it going?
Hey, Sean, how's it going? How are you?
Doing good. Now you got me thinking about Pacific Grove. Now I'm thinking about the beach. Now I'm thinking about the flowers in George Washington Park.
You were born there, right? Pacific Grove?
Oh man, I was born everywhere. I've traveled around. My father was a musician, so I
You
was.
spent a lot of time in Pacific Grove, right?
Oh yes, yes. And I still have a brother who lives out there who's about to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Kevin.
that's great. My brother Kevin, man, I love him so dearly. He's about to have a baby boy.
So, you've been a pretty popular musician in Monterey. You played at different festivals in Monterey, and I've seen you a few times. And we had a mutual friend, rest in peace, Mark Paulus. That was a promoter, and you did a lot of events under his wing there. So then you decided to. So what made you move to Nashville, Tennessee?
I'm a dreamer, man. I have visions of things I want to try to do, and I work. My discipline is very on myself pretty high to achieve the things I want to try to do for my art. And so Nashville was that transition that allowed me to continue further from my art. So something I can expand on myself more as an artist. I have to grow as an artist. That's me.
And you wanted to go to Nashville, which is one of the capitals of.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to, be passionate about something you love, then go in deep into it. And it was scary at first. It definitely was. I had a lot of support back home, and here I was entering new territory. And I even had the wonderful Steve Agniti even tell me, like, hey, you got to be, if you're traveling, people won't know you. And it's true. When you first get to somewhere, people don't know you, so you're kind of starting again. I don't know, something about that was fueling my passion to want to do it more. Like, great, now I have to prove myself again, and that makes me want to push harder because I want to, show something in a different city. And I'm glad I did it, man. Now 5 years has passed.
Has it been that long? Huh?
Yeah.
I remember you were thinking about going, and it was like, now it's been 5.
Look at that, huh? Just like that. And I'm glad I did, but that's obviously because I can look behind. I can see the things I went through, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, it was a great journey for me to do.
And so how do you like living there? I mean, how's the people? How's the town? I know it's got great music everywhere you go.
Great music, great food, really great people. You have that Southern hospitality, so everyone is very kind to each other. And just like any major city, this is a big city. I'm 5 minutes from dead center downtown, so there's a lot of life around. There's big city things that happen. We had that bombing that happened during Christmas. That's one of those things where you're like, oh wow. And I was on that street that night before having dinner, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, oh wow,
that's crazy. That's really.
So but again, it kind of just fuels your energy to be like, oh, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people to get along with. And I love it out here. Yeah. I miss the ocean though.
Yeah. Well, we miss seeing you around and listening to you play here in Monterey. So
thanks, man. Yeah, I miss everyone back out there too. And after 2020, it was difficult not being able to travel and see everyone for the first time in that amount of time.
Usually you come a couple, 3 times a year.
Yeah, yeah. And during those times, I'd see you, I'd see, everyone, that we would hang out with. And then, so then I'll see my family. And then, all of a sudden I'm just like locked.
What was, during the pandemic, was everything just like here? Everything was shut down and
yeah, it was nuts. I remember, so it was tricky for me. A lot of my shows got canceled, obviously, and there was a lot of stipulation. I was talking with my manager about what do we do? Like, am I allowed to drive through? Do I even want to go through state lines right now? And so I would cancel any remaining gigs. All these things were happening. But so I ended up getting like about a month of downtime that was unscheduled, which was like a relief. And I would be driving to do the essential trips for food, etc. And it was like a ghost town, which is very surreal in a city like Nashville. There's a lot of life. So when it was that first week of April and it was just kind of quiet, you were like, whoa, there's a real thing happening here.
I mean, it felt like here, like the Twilight Zone was like on a Saturday, a Saturday.
Yeah.
I went down just to get out of the house, just to take a walk. Cannery Row, 3 cars on a Saturday and all Cannery Row. Not one person walking. I felt like the world came to an end. I was just walking. And it was kind of a weird feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably never see that again. Yeah.
Well, beautiful in the sense that just like having an early morning walk, it's beautiful because there's no one up.
But I just parked my car and started walking. It was like,
right, this was something a little different that caused all this silence. Yeah, it was. I was keeping up with everyone back home, man. So I was, I hope everyone's okay.
Well, Sean, what a night and day. Now this weekend was absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
The highway that goes, north 1, right off of Fremont Street. I was bumper to bumper.
Oh wow!
So already. So we're looking at the Roaring 20s. Like what happened at the Roaring 20s after that when they had the pandemic, 1919, I think it was.
Right.
The following year was just people dancing, screaming, yelling. We're looking at everybody here in town has got to be all the restaurants, bars. Get your roller skates on because it's gonna be crazy.
I've done a few shows since this weekend since everything opened up, and yeah, what a night and day of just like everyone's just like, let's do it right now. Let's have a good time.
Are you by yourself or do you have a backup singer? I noticed you had a lady was backing you up a couple times.
Rosa Rodriguez, yes, we're actually one of the songs coming out on the EP release this Saturday is featuring her, a song that we co-wrote actually.
Yeah, she was good
she's great. Yeah, so we do shows from time to time as a duo because her voice really complements mine very well. She's a great singer. Yeah.
So what you have coming up is you wrote 4 songs and you're going to release them?
Yeah, I'm going to release them in 2 parts. So the King of Wishful Thinking Part 1 comes out Saturday, and then the second one comes out towards fall, mainly because they're kind of different stories. This is a delay of me not being able to release my music because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So as a storyteller, I wanted to have something that was made a little bit more sense so you all can understand what my life has been like in the last several years, and I mean, there's a few things I want to say, and then I'll write more and have more things to say, but that's the.
So you got 2 songs coming out then this weekend.
Yeah.
2, and then 2 down the road. Yeah.
2 down the road. So it's going to be fun. One of them is She Moves Me. It's a song I wrote while in California. And I saw this beautiful woman walking by, and it inspired this melodic melody as I was playing. And so I was like, well, there we go. I finished writing that in Spain, I believe. And I was trying to figure out how can I convey that story. And then
that's good. Great. Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. And then Okay is as I mentioned, the one I wrote with Rosa, and we were both going through a difficult time in our lives, and
Great. Really is. That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I sing Spanish on Okay for a little bit.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's really, I want to hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that kind of, yeah, it was fun to record. I'm trying to learn these words. My mother is Spaniard, but I just didn't catch on to that.
So let's say someone that's listening, well, this recording will be on for, who knows, it'll be on Buzzing with Cousins. So a lot of people that don't watch it now, they're going to watch it later. But what if they want to get a hold of those two songs? What do you do?
Well, you can always support my art by going through iTunes or Amazon. It will be available. Huh?
Just punch in Sean Ryan and
Sean Ryan or the King of Wishful Thinking, Sean Ryan, and you'll see it come up. It will also be on my website, that's SeanRyanLive.com, so that way you don't have to go through links. You can just go straight to it.
Let's just say that someone out there, you forget what was that website and what was the whatever, they can always get a hold of me and I'll get a hold of you and we'll figure out how they can get it.
Right.
So we'll figure it out. Yeah.
But if it's any bills, I'm unavailable. If I have any passports, don't contact me.
Yeah, no. Send a PG&E bill. Yeah. If everything goes right, when do you think we're going to see you back in town for a couple days or something?
Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but it is possible that there is a July and a October date coming up. So more on that. There's a couple logistic things. You know, we're constantly working with the COVID regulations and stuff like that. We're constantly checking with the venues about safety. But I think, yeah. So sometime I'll make a post about when my visit in this summer, because I can't wait to go back out there.
Well, you'll be doing a gig when you come back, or you might, or it's up in the air.
I'll be doing a house concert and then an open show. So for those who haven't seen me in a bit, I wanted to do something for everyone to come out to.
Well, I want to tell you what's been happening in Monterey since, well, during the pandemic, a lot of places they built these tents and little patios outside, for the outdoor dining. And a lot of places in Monterey that you never would even think would have music. You wouldn't even imagine them having music. They got music now.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
For example, the whaling station. They've never music. And now they've got music Thursday through Sunday. And it's not a full band. It's like a duet or a solo act, maybe a trio. And it's really caught on because it's right there in the bar area. It's not loud. And it's really caught on. There's a place at the Coast Guard here. They've got music once a week, and just venues that you never thought would have music, have music now. And I think it's this has been a kind of a tragedy, people losing their lives and all that, and businesses. But I mean, there's a couple things that happen that's positive. There's a few things that happen,
The balance, everything balances in the way eventually. And it's nice to hear that music is making that, especially, thinking back when I first started my career out there, there was a lot, obviously the venues that had music, but there was only a particular amount. So it's cool for young artists who are starting out to have more opportunities to share their art. Yeah. And I think that's so important because there's a lot of talented people. It's just not a lot of platforms to showcase everyone at once.
Plus, Steve Magnini, they got the West End Celebration going strong.
Right. I've been keeping an eye on that. It's so cool.
They got a date and they got a schedule, and they're going to be they're going to do it.
I think it's so cool that all the artists who are going to be there, the vendors. I have a couple friends who do booths out there, like Rory Glass, who does designs and such like that. You know, so I'm excited.
I think he's got a band. That's his
that's
band is going to play on the Redwood stage, I think.
Oh yeah, okay, right on, yeah.
I'm the MC.
Not a you know all about this.
that Redwood stage. Now talking about Steve Vagnini, he's you know, the Dream Inn in Santa Cruz.
Oh yeah, I've played a few gigs.
Right on the water.
Beautiful.
Well, because of the pandemic, they have bands playing where the pool is, and you buy tickets and you get a room, and everybody's on the balconies up top, looking down at the music. We had and it's gone over. So I mean, everybody's like in their own room. They've got their little buffet out. They got their drinks. It's perfect.
No security needed. You can just lock them in their own room.
You rent the whole room, and that includes tickets. They're down there. You don't leave your room.
Right.
Now that this pandemic is coming to a close, they're still doing it that format. People love the format.
I think it's a cool format. I mean, you got the ocean right there.
Had Pablo Cruz, Los Lobos.
Oh wow, Los Lobos.
Two ladies, Larkin Poe.
Oh yeah.
And that was his latest one. And so anyway, that's going good. So Sean, before I let you go, do you have any music that you have there that can we listen to something or?
Sure. Let me just fumble around here for a second. All right. Yeah. Well, this is a little sample of the both songs.
Okay. Let's yeah.
You want to hear it? All right. Here we go. Huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
She caught everyone. She caught my own. She loves me. There's something in the words that she said. Running through my head.
Here's Rosa. And here's Okay. This is that one I sing in Spanish, man. It's
really okay, cool. Yeah, all right. That's great.
Yeah, so I'm just really excited to share that music, man, you know?
Nice, yeah. So so everybody out there, you know, get that music from Sean, and you won't be disappointed. But Sean, I'm glad that we connected.
Yes.
For over probably a year and a half.
It's been too long again. When I get out there, we got to do the traditional barbecue.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Keep on the tradition. You know what I mean?
We're gonna keep. Yeah, we're keeping that tradition going.
Well, yeah.
So it'd be great to have you back. So
keep
in touch. Let us know when you're coming back.
Thank you.
All viewers out there, go to Sean's website and connect with him, and maybe purchase those couple of songs, and he's going to keep you in the loop. Okay, Sean, I appreciate you sharing some time with us on Memorial Day, and we'll talk to you soon. So
thank you, man. I appreciate you having me on and letting me chat with you. It's been a minute.
Stay safe, my friend. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.